Well, hello everyone. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. If you can see, if you've been following actually my video series, you will see that I'm on a different scenario. Well, what happens is that I was trying to find a scenario that had some markers so that you could actually make a reference. So if you can see right now, I'm at this airport called MVA Almere on on Heli-X, and it has cones. Actually, it has more cones, but these cones should be sufficient for you to practice once you start to get a little bit into the area where you feel a little bit more comfortable. Well, these cones should help you to mark you where you need to stay within. So, if you see my first video, which is the Piro hover, then you should be able to try to make sure that you keep the helicopter within those two cones. So your goal should be to make sure that your Piro hover remains constant and within the cones. As you can see, I'm not able to achieve that now. I still need to practice. But it gives you a good reference to know, an area where you should try to stay within. Now, if you go to step two, which are lines, you can also try to use the cones, even if you don't do the line to the length of the cone. You can use these cones to see if you're going too much farther away. Because the idea is also to try to keep the line at a distance that is always the same. So if you're trying to fly kind of like at the same distance at the cones, then you should be able to do the lines better. Okay? For part 3, which is a box, actually you could use the cones. The cones that you see back here are a little bit too close to say to you, and Heli-X does detect a crash if it crashes, let's say, against you. So if it gets too close to the camera, it will detect a crash. But you can at least use the two cones for reference. Now, on this scenario, Heli-X will detect crash against the trees. So it could help you to make sure to try to keep your box, because you will crash if you actually go to the trees. So if you actually go towards the trees, it will detect a crash. So you may do that, or you may try to find another scenario where it has cones where it doesn't have an actual tree line behind it. I don't know. But anyways, let's go to the topic of this video. So the topic of this video is going to be Piro circuits, which is the last step. It's step 4 in the training that Eric Brandenburg has designed. So again, this is not my idea. This is the training by Eric Brandenburg, former pro pilot that we interviewed on the Skitsa podcast. So now that I have the full zoom in here, let's go and try to do Piro circuits. So basically you want to do a circle. You want to fly in a circle with your helicopter. So kind of similar to what regular circuits are. So fly in a circle, but while pirouetting. Now, something I did forget to say on the other videos is that you should try to do these on all possible combinations. Why? Because then if you are successful, you actually will be able to do reversals. Reversals is to change the direction of the tail halfway through the pirouette. So if you practice both sides, then you will be able to do reversals, which I have to say that I have not done. I'm just doing on a single pirouette direction, which I should probably change. Okay, so basically you want to go on your on the circuit going to the right, basically. So it's four combinations. It's on the circuit. Well, I'm still practicing, guys. So you'll try to go, while pirouetting on a circuit towards the left. Whoa! I think I crashed against the trees. And on a circuit towards the right and towards the left. Of course, this is again more difficult said than done, and like Eric put it on his article, it's kind of like learning to fly all over again. So it takes a while. If you remember, how long it took you to move from hover to fast forward flying, and then from flying to flying inverted. It takes time to move through each step. I think I was flying actually very far away. That I actually lost orientation, and I was flying farther away actually. So well, I think you get the idea. So basically, you have to do four combinations. So one circuit while pirouetting. In this direction, okay, and then one circuit while pirouetting on the other direction. And then you should do it all over again with the rudder turning the other way. So I hope, guys, that has been helpful. That concludes the four parts of this fourth part Piro hover training. And of course, I will keep on practicing. Make sure to like and subscribe and to leave any comments. And I guess see you next time.